and welcome to Rotted Reviews. And yes, I am still alive. I'm still around, and I'm going to be making a video every day for the rest of this week to just finish off the Rotted request for this month. And today's is a bit of a doozy. This one was put in front of me by Jackie, who wanted me to take a look at the 1979 film, The Plumber. Written and directed by Peter Weir and also written by Harold Lander. Peter Weir. This is the same director as Master and Commander, The Truman Show, Witness, just all sorts of iconic, classic, great films. Dead Poet Society. And yeah, in 1979, he made a fairly simplistic thriller/horror movie, The Plumber. Now, Jackie's reasoning for why she picked this movie, the only thing she really told me is, I don't want to influence your viewing, so why don't I give you a reason after you've watched? So I'm very curious. Jackie, please leave comments. I look forward to hearing them. If you've seen this movie, I look forward to hearing your comments. Leave them below. So basically what this amounts to is we have the character of Jill Cowper, who is an anthropologist living in a university domicile with her husband, and things start going wrong with the plumbing, or at the very least, a plumber stops by to check things out and finds things wrong. And this plumber is Max, played by Ivar Kantz. And Max is a bit of a... he's a character. Quite verbose, some might say, including myself, a bit too personable, and highly distracted from the job at hand, wanting to jib-jab and lunch and tea rather than actually fix plumbing at any given point. And the dynamic between these two characters becomes quite strained when Max continues to find problems and reasons to be coming by the apartment for hours at a time, continually talking to and harassing Jill.
Do you mind? I'm trying to work.
I'm not going to hold you up. I know I upset you yesterday, so I'm just trying to make up for it. Because I think you're real decent.
The one thought that kept going through my mind as I was watching this film is the title. I don't know if it would be called The Plumber these days. If it was released today, I think that it might be called Gaslighting the Movie. Because that's really what I got out of this more than anything else, is just an insane amount of gaslighting that was happening to the Jill character and how she was processing it and what level of support or lack of support that she got from everybody around her, including her husband, Brian, played by Robert Colby. It was an extraordinarily frustrating watch in that regard. Just having the character of Jill, played masterfully by Judy Morris, be such a strong, iconic character that's really not putting up with a whole lot of shit, but at the same time, the whole situation was completely out of her hands in terms of actually managing this character of Max and the level of ramping things up that he was continually putting on her shoulders. And again, the lack of support that was happening from everybody around her, including university maintenance, Max himself, and her husband. It was just an absolutely frustrating watch, but that added a great deal to the character and the thriller aspect of this movie. Overall, I did quite enjoy this, and I thought that it was sold by the two leads extraordinarily well. It was an interesting dynamic to not just have good chemistry between the characters, but good chemistry in an antagonistic fashion that they played so well off each other in ways that they were butting heads. It wasn't a situation where it was good chemistry in a partnership or a friendship or a sibling kind of situation. This was very much them at odds with one another, while at the same time trying to play this graceful dance of, I can just placate him, he can fix the fucking plumbing, and he can get out of here. Meanwhile, he's along the lines of, I just want to talk and make friends. Why is she pushing me away? And that's taking out and being quite generous with the Max character and his potentially malice-driven motivations. The other thing that I loved about this movie is it had me questioning a lot of my own, foundations of morality. And I love films that challenge me along those lines. I don't want to get into spoilers, but what I will say is that there is a strong element of this when you get to the end and everything is resolved and however it's going to be, of the question, does the end justify the means? And for me personally, I'm a pretty staunch supporter in that no, the ends cannot justify the means. But just like every argument, I think that there's a certain wisdom in the measure of the best way to destroy your case is to overstate it. At the same time, I really love films and books and art that will actually take an argument and ramp it up to the extremes to put it into a narrower focus and really shake that core of those ethical beliefs that I have. So this was a good movie in that I was really questioning my own foundations of morality, asking myself, does the end justify the means? Well, in the characters of Jill and Max and the situation that they had going on and everything that Jill had tried prior, I don't know. This is a really strong gray area, and I love that that was the elicited response from me. I love that it had me questioning myself, and for such a simple little thriller movie, I wasn't expecting that. I do love having my own ethics and morality and, some might call wisdom put into question by myself. I love being analytical and introspective and really taking a different lens view of my own stances. I think it's one of the things that leads to character growth no matter how old we get. And for a movie like The Plumber to bring that out in me, no complaints there. The Plumber really kind of taps into a very primal fear, and it's something that I know that I've felt both as a service technician going into somebody else's home, as well as having service technicians come into my home, is that there is this kind of stranger dynamic, and they are there to help in theory, but do you really know them? Do you really know their qualifications? Do you really know their character, their personality, their violent tendencies, anything along those lines? You are letting a stranger into your home to tackle a project that admittedly you don't have the talent, time, tools, ability, knowledge, whatever. You are in a vulnerable state by asking this person to come in and do something to your car, to your home that you don't have the capability of doing, and having the stranger physically in your space, this space that is supposed to be a safe place. It's your home, it's your haven, it's your four walls of security, and it is breached. And until that person leaves, you don't know if things are going to go well. So I'm very grateful to Jackie for recommending this one, and I have absolutely no issue whatsoever recommending it to the rest of the world. If you're watching this video, yes, it is a blanket recommendation for 1979's The Plumber. Thank you, Jackie, for putting this one in front of my eyeballs, and thank you out there for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. It really would help me out a whole lot. And if you want to support me further, consider leaving a super thanks or consider joining the Patreon. Link is in the description below. We have monthly watch parties, Discord benefits. I do weekly vlogs, all sorts of good stuff, starting at only $1 a month. So thank you again. And remember, next time you want to watch a horror movie, first make sure that it's good and rotted.